Okay, in this video I'm going to show you how to render your motion graphics in Adobe After Effects quickly. First of all, let's select and double click to open all of these pre-comps. And now for each composition, make sure this motion blur button in front of layers are active. Turn it on in all compositions. And for this composition, press the Ctrl A to select all layers and then activate the motion blur for them. Okay, close all these compositions. And now in Animate Composition, select all layers and activate motion blur for them. And also, don't forget to activate this composition motion blur button as well. Okay, now it's time to render our motion graphics. As you know, this Animate Composition is our main composition, so select it and from the menu choose Composition. Here we have two options, Add to Adobe Media Encoder Queue and Add to Render Queue. If you have Adobe Media Encoder installed on your system, I suggest you to use this option because you have a great program that will render your After Effects projects quickly with high quality, and also you can use great video compressors like H.264 that can reduce your file size dramatically. If you don't have Adobe Media Encoder, so use the second option, which is Add to Render Queue. Okay, here we can see Render Queue panel, and as you can see, After Effects added your main composition here to the Render Queue. In this panel, we have three main sections: Render Settings, Output Module, and Output 2. Click on the Best Settings, set the quality to Best, set the resolution to Full, so your final video size will be identical to your composition size, which is 1920 in 1080 pixels. And set the frame rate to the first option, which is 29.97 frames per second. And press the OK button. In Output Module section, click on the Lossless option. In Format section, we can choose the video format. You can choose AVI, JPEG Sequence, PNG, Photoshop, QuickTime, or TGA format. I prefer to use QuickTime format. Now click on Format Options button. Here you can see lots of great video codecs. I prefer to use animation codec, which creates a very high quality videos. And of course, the final video will have a large size as well. So you will need a video compressor program to compress your videos. If you have H.264 compressor in this list, you can use that because it will create a high quality video with a small file size. Okay, if you want to have a transparent background for your motion graphics, you can use this RGB plus alpha option, but because my background is filled with color, so I don't need alpha channel, so I use RGB channel. If your motion graphics has an audio layer, you can select this audio output on and use this section to adjust the audio options. Okay. And finally, in Output 2 section, here you can select the destination folder, type a name, and the format is QuickTime as well. And finally, press the Save button. Okay, before pressing the Render button, open the main composition. Here, make sure that your work area start and end handles are set correctly to cover your entire animation. I want to render from frame 0 to 265. Okay. If you go to frame 222, you can see that our motion blur is working nicely. Okay, let's go back to Render Queue panel. Everything is ready, and now let's press the Render button. Okay guys, congratulations, we have finished this motion graphics together. I hope you enjoyed watching this course, and I hope you learned lots of great tips, tricks, and techniques in Adobe After Effects and Adobe Illustrator. If you want to learn more about After Effects, motion graphics, and so on, please visit our portfolio here on Skillshare, and I'm sure you will find lots of great video tutorials that will help you to improve your skills to create more engaging animations, motion graphics, and 2D arts. If you enjoyed this course, don't forget to write a review and rate it, and I hope you find it a 5-star rating course. Thanks for being with me until the end of this course, and I love to see you in my other courses as well. Okay, have a nice day and goodbye.